Welcome back to SumItUp. Today we're going to go into the details of our trip to Florida.
Wait. Welcome to SumItUp.
We decided that since we are the ones who did all the planning and the shopping and pretty much everything, these guys basically just showed up. We get to take the lead on this video.
They're not lying. That's exactly how it went down, at least in my household.
Yes.
Good thing it went that way. For sure.
So let's start out with what we did before we went on our trip. So,
Yes. We did a lot of research. There were a lot of things that we looked into. We had to find out, how many days do we want to spend at each park? How many parks do we want to go? Originally, we wanted to do all 4 Disney parks, but when they decided that you couldn't park hop, we had to cut it down. And so I left it to Mandy to pick which parks that we went to.
yeah, and we decided to go with Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom.
Well, there was a lot of things we had to decide before we went. The first thing I did was I went to YouTube and I started looking up videos of what people knew, what tips and tricks they had. 2 of the YouTube channels that I used a lot was the DFBGuide, which is Disney Food Blog Guide, and Rix Flix. We'll put a link to their channels in the description, but I got a lot of information from them.
But it seemed to really help just even on the timing of when you get on rides and things like that. So
Yeah.
I think it really paid off for the research that you all did for sure.
Well, and one thing was the app. Like, that helped so much. It saved us time with the lines and with food, and it was
So,
awesome.
yeah,
we loved it.
So you have to have a phone
Yeah.
with a good battery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My phone
Yes.
got used a ton, and it was probably the best battery. The first day
Oh, yeah.
we got to the park, and it seemed like their phones were already half dead.
Ours were dead by like noon.
Yeah.
It was awful. And you're on the phone most of the time. With the pictures we took, we were constantly looking at lines to see what times, like there were some that were 30 minutes, some that were 15 minutes. So then we would run to the ones that were only 15 minutes versus the 30 minutes. So we were on our phones a lot.
Constantly,
for that,
yeah, between
and our
all
tickets.
of
Our
our
tickets were in our phones.
And that's
so.
how I and Tad got to do the log ride so many times.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
went and picked the famous, what was it called? The something Ripsaw Falls.
Was it the Dudley Do? Or
The
Yeah.
Dudley,
Oh, yeah.
the Dudley
Yes.
Do Right or whatever it was. We got soaked, but because of the app that they're talking about, we knew 5-minute wait. And so basically,
Every time.
as quickly as we could wind through the 6 miles of line, we could get back on the ride. And so we never waited in line for that ride, and we just watch it. We could go from ride to ride, and so we were able to maximize that for sure.
So before you go to the parks, your phone is really important. If you don't have a good battery, get a way to help that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because that'll help you do your mobile food orders. Obviously taking pictures. It also gives you the map of the park, so you know where everything is and all the wait times, show times, and when characters are going to be and where they're going to be. It's just really important to make sure you have access to a phone that works.
Yes, and download them beforehand, the apps, and make sure you're logged in. That was another thing. We weren't logged in at some point, and so I was quickly trying to log stuff in before, we had to put our tickets in. So make sure that you are logged in.
And yeah, I think one time they were even trying to hurry and access stuff before their phone died.
Oh, yes,
At
yes.
2%, they were rushing to get them scanned to
Oh,
get on the
awful,
Hogwarts Express
They have to rescan your
before
ticket.
they died.
Yeah.
We barely
Yeah.
got there,
Yeah.
but we did.
Yeah, so know that too, that you need your tickets to get into the park, and then you need it again for Hogwarts.
Because you have to have a
Express.
park hopper ticket at Universal in order to
Yes.
ride the Hogwarts Express, so they
Yes.
rescan your ticket. So you want to find out, what rides you want to hit, what's a priority for you. We knew we wanted the thrill rides because that's why we were there. And also food. There was one item of food I knew I really wanted to try in Animal Kingdom. And I think it was the best thing I ate the whole time I was
It
there.
was really good.
Yeah,
For sure.
which I wish I would have got the Dole Whip. That was the one thing I wanted, and I didn't know they had it. But Animal Kingdom does have it. I didn't realize that until we got home, so I'm kind of sad about that. I thought it was only at Magic Kingdom. So, again, do your research, Make sure you know what kind of food you want to eat, so then when you get there, you can actually try them.
Well, and during this COVID time, that was the other thing. At some of the parks, not all of the restaurants were even open. So
Yeah.
Right.
you need to make sure that you know, yes, they may have it, but if it's not open, then you've wasted your time. So make sure that you have kind of some backups in
Right,
case they're
yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
So I don't know what their plans are. You can see that they kind of took over our video today. But I will tell you right now that the hands-free belt satchel was crucial. Yes,
Yes.
hands-free belt satchel.
Let's
So-
talk about the hamster belt satchel.
These are a must. They are awesome.
If I were to do it again, I would get Tad one. And I would probably go a little bigger. Like, this was a good size.
Would you wear one of these?
I think you could get pink for Tad. That'd be a good color for
I'd
him.
probably complain a little bit until she packed it with food for me. As soon as she loaded it with snacks, I'd probably wear it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, because in Universal, you can't wear backpacks, but all but maybe one ride,
Yeah.
or two
There
rides.
was
Two
two
rides.
rides we tried to go on where they wouldn't let us wear these, and that was
The Hulk, you couldn't
the
ride?
Hulk ride and
Yeah.
the
Red roller coaster.
red roller coaster in Universal Studios, the
Riptide roller
Yeah,
coaster, I think
Riptide
is what
roller
it's
coaster.
called.
Those are the only rides where they wouldn't let us keep these on. And that was okay because they were the biggest, fastest roller coasters, and we didn't always want to go on those. So one
Yeah.
of us would usually just stay out instead of getting a locker.
But they're great because they keep our phone. They kept snacks in it.
Mhm.
They were awesome.
Yeah, a real lifesaver. So we definitely recommend taking a hands-free belt satchel. And I would get one for Tad because he made me carry all his stuff and I didn't want to.
I liked it, to be honest.
And we got these on Amazon.
On
That's where I
Amazon.
got mine.
And
so,
they were what, like $12?
Yeah.
We'll put a
That's not
link.
bad at all.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So we'll get you one too, Jordan.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need one next trip, Jordan.
For sure.
I may have worn it, but probably not happily.
Until he was hungry and got a snack out, then he'd been like, yeah, it was worth it, for sure.
Okay, so our next thing, which Candace found these, so she is awesome.
Costco found these.
Costco.
What is this? You might ask. This we put on the loop of our hands-free belt satchels as
Yes.
we wore them around the park.
And we could take them on most rides.
Yeah, and even the ones
And-
they made us, all you had to do was put it on.
And this is a must.
A raincoat!
Raincoat.
I forgot this. One afternoon we went back to Universal and I left mine in the car and I was so sad. Mandy was so nice because when it started raining, she opened hers up and let me get under it with her. But it rains every day.
Yeah.
And it seemed like
So
when
you
it
need a
rained,
raincoat.
it wasn't like just a light sprinkle. It seemed like when it rained, it would pour, but only for a short period of time.
It was worth
It was nice to have.
Jordan did not bring a raincoat.
Yeah.
Jordan, what's
And
your
he was
thought?
okay with it.
I was completely okay with it. I didn't want a raincoat. I liked the rain, and it was still like 80 degrees, so I didn't care. I dried off pretty quickly after that.
And then he went
So-
on water rides and got wet.
It all hassled me about getting a jacket or something to cover me when I'm wet. I was like, I don't care. I love the rain.
He was wet the whole time.
Yeah, and we'll try. We got these at Costco, but
We'll find something
We'll find
similar.
something and do a link.
For those, sure.
Yeah.
What else did we bring that we thought was really great? Our shoes! We got matching Costco shoes.
Of course.
Yes.
Because
You
before
have
you
to have
go,
good walking shoes.
and before you go on vacation, you have to go shopping to get things to
Of
go on
course,
vacation.
of course.
Of
So.
course. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I love my K-Swiss,
His white shoes.
Loves
but
white shoes.
they weren't quite broken in enough yet, so they weren't as comfortable as the girls' shoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to have comfy shoes.
And I made him speed walk for 5 days.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd call it speed walking, but more like running.
But we got on the
Yes.
ride, so it was great.
We went on so many rides. Well, some other things I thought were super useful, and a lot of which I got from my research. One was, let me go to my handy dandy belt satchel. Baggies!
Those are awesome.
Because
They
when
were awesome.
when it rains and when you are on water
Water
rides, stick your phone and your keys and things in these. Another thing I thought was, again, this is something that we all thought was useful that Jordan didn't really care about, was kind of a lanyard for your mask and having a very comfortable mask. If you don't have a mask you can wear for 8 hours, then you probably shouldn't go to the...
Her mask's
Yes.
really comfortable anyway, no, but if you can,
You need to be able to stand it.
yeah.
For sure. But I thought it was really nice to be able to just take your mask off and just let it hang.
Right.
I mean, I got myself a cute one, but I also found little black ones for a 10-pack on Amazon, and I think it was no more than $10 for the whole 10-pack, and so I was able
Awesome.
to give everybody one, even though Jordan didn't use his.
Yep.
But we'll link that too.
They were awesome. We never lost our mouse. So thank you, Candace.
You're welcome. What was the most useful thing for you?
Oh, so Universal Studios, my biggest concern, I'd been to the one in California, my biggest concern was the virtual reality rides. I get motion sick pretty easily, and I was concerned that I wouldn't even enjoy the rides. So I got the little patches that go behind your ears.
Just from Amazon. They were super inexpensive, maybe $20.
For me, that was that was the number one thing on the trip that my wife got for me that made all the difference.
And there's a lot more that we want to talk about.
Wait.
We know our wives are chatty, so stay tuned for part 2 for additional tips and tricks.
Thank you for watching SumItUp.
Anytime now.
I can only smile like this for so long.
Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it one more time.
Shut up.